to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27.
Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here you go. Here we go, 47. Here we go. 1, 8.
Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he finds Tyler Croft. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? The spring to get.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Solomon Thomas in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. On second down, Peterson. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Solomon Thomas in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And he's going to miss this one. That is no good. Well outside the left upright, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. They'll run it now out of the gun.
And now running right through it. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Tackle made by Brian Orakpo.
That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here's McKinnon. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now, everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
I got you. 11.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. McKinnon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A good pickup there at 22. Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football, and they've got it here with a first down.
Go ahead. Here we go. 180! I got you.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So it's still first and goal, but now they get to try from a bit closer. Now Garoppolo. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. That is incomplete.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to third and goal. again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jerick McKinnon from 3 yards out. And the Niners are able to cash in for 6. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 6-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Solomon Thomas able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. They're back now to the original line of scrimmage thanks to that 8-yard gain. 3rd down now to follow. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
26.
Prescott from the gun. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now. He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Over the middle, and he's got Goodwin complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Give him 30 yards there. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Keeps himself upright. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Out left side here to Bryant. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Garoppolo to try again on 2nd down. A dump down to McKinnon. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So negative yardage, a loss of 3 on 2nd down, and that leads to a tough 3rd down call. Garoppolo looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Robbie Gould on now to try the field goal. And Gould is able to put it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me,
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Cowboys. DeAnthony Thomas, 99 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The San Francisco offense getting their last-minute instructions before they take over here. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3 points.
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Here we go. Hurry up. Hurry up. 180. 180.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Throwing on first is Garoppolo. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Garoppolo now. He'll find Goodwin here on the right side. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring it.
up fourth.
They don't want it, fellas. They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Whoa! Let's get it.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep is DeAnthony Thomas. This is brought in at the 21. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser-focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing.
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half. Now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Taco Charlton. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Go ahead.
They run it with McKinnon. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Now McKinnon. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from... And now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Garoppolo to Goodwin there for a 49er first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key to left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
21.
To throw is Garoppolo. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Taco Charlton in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long?
Come on, fellas, here we go.
There's Garoppolo to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does. And now you give your team more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
47. 26.
They run again with Peterson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Start there, over there. Start there. 26.
A first carry for Trenton Cannon. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here we go, 46.
He'll try to throw now. Prescott sliding out of the pocket. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, his struggles continue. Open targets, and he keeps missing them. Pressing way too much. He may have a big arm, but until he learns how to harness it and have some touch, he's going to continue to struggle.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. So the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies?
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. David Irving in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. In his own end zone, it's Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 16.
21.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Returnable for Thomas. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that.
Oh, Prescott stripped. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. Back now here in Santa Clara. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Frank Clark in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Prescott now. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Able to pick up a dozen yards, but they needed more. 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you. And in this case,
looking for Garcon, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. But he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. On the return is Jordan Lewis. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30.
Here we go, 47. 26.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't it?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
Now Garoppolo. Throw right side taken in by Pettis. 19 yards there on the pickup. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. David Irving in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. The Niners on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
21. Here we go. Hurry up.
Garoppolo. And that is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time, and that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. 1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9. Prescott from the gun. Oh, Prescott stripped. And the offense will cover this one up, but they'll be pushed back inside their own 10.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Escapes the sack. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Frank Clark in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. A very short field to work with now. 1st and goal after the great punt return. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Hard throw, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And Gold is able to put it through. And that will make this now a 15-point advantage. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And they'll have good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And that's complete to Croft. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. 1st down, Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Got his man there complete to Gallup. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To the air again, Prescott. And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a 4th down.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Prescott. And he's going to be sacked back on his side of the field at the 44. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. And they'll indeed take a knee. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.